Right now, COVID back in the classroom. We hear from a nurse with the Madison School District on the current levels and how they plan on handling the rise in cases.
Also, a Madison middle school is getting a name change. Who it used to be named after and who will now be replacing them.
And later, like a good neighbor, Madison is there, ranked as the most neighborly city in America for the second time in 2 years. We hear from you on why that might be. We welcome you to News 3 Now at 6. And good evening. Thanks for joining us. We begin with weather where temperatures, they sure don't feel like fall. In fact, we'll be seeing them go up instead of down over this coming weekend.
As for tonight, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful night for those of you who are heading out to watch some high school football. For the latest on tonight's conditions, let's check the first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
I'm the lucky guy who gets to be out in the backyard tonight. The last couple of days have been cloudy and rainy, but right now skies are clear, the sun has been shining, and temperatures are very comfortable. As we look at visible cloud track, you can see lots of sunshine across southern Wisconsin after we got rid of the early morning fog. The clouds have been in the northern portion of the state today where there have been a few showers and thunderstorms, but even those have dissipated because the air is still pretty dry across much of the state, and we're not looking for any rain down here for the next few days. Current temperatures, very comfortable. 74 Madison. Temperatures mainly in the middle 70s through most of southern Wisconsin, away from Lake Michigan. A little cooler closer to the lake. Milwaukee right now at 68, but here in Dane County, 75 degrees in Deerfield, 77 in Cross Plains, 77 for the current temperature in Sauk City. Look for those temperatures to drop to about 66 by late evening. Skies will be mostly clear. It'll be mild, and it looks like the temperatures are going to stay warm as we head through the weekend. I'll tell you just how warm it'll be in the forecast in just a few minutes.
Does too much free time scare the living daylights out of you?
Well, why not hit the slopes at Tyrol Basin? Yes, you heard us. Brady Mallory showing us the terror at Tyrol, where there may not be any skiing right now, but there will be plenty of screaming. Brady?
Yeah. You have until sundown to come ride the chairlift here at Tyrol Basin. And look, we have some riders just right over there. Hi. Say hi to your family. Real loud. Are you having a good time? Oh, thumbs up?
It's major thumbs up.
Very good. Well, this can be you. You can come out here and ride this until sundown. No skiing, like you said, but you can check out the beautiful fall colors of Wisconsin. Now, for October, there's another event that I want to tell you about. Terror at Tyrol. So it's a haunted experience that you can come out every weekend in October, and there's a haunted trail, kind of like a haunted house, and there's also a maze out here and a few more events. You can find all of that information, including the exact dates and prices, on tyrolbasin.com, or you can go to our website, channel3000.com. So it's fun throughout all of October. You can bring your kids if they're brave, but yeah, we have some more riders. You having a good time up here? Oh, isn't it beautiful?
It is beautiful.
Love it. Way better than being cold, right?
Absolutely.
So we're going to be out here for a little while longer. We'll try to talk with some more riders, but we'll check back in with you later on in the show, Eric and Charlotte. If you hurry, you can come out here and join me.
Oh,
that's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, save me a spot, Brady.
She'll be there.
Yeah.
All right, Brady. Yeah, that's a gorgeous shot out there. Well, this is a headline we all had hoped we'd be done with. COVID-19 creeping back into Madison classrooms again.
So what are the levels in the district right now, and what are their plans as it spikes in the community as well? Armand Rahman spoke to Madison Metropolitan School District's lead nurse to get those answers. Armand?
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, MMSD is not contract tracing anymore, but they still report cases online. In the last week, there were 146 new cases among students and staff. The lead nurse tells me the district has a COVID team in charge of looking at positive cases to see if they're interconnected and if they need to be concerned. They also follow up with students who tested positive and whose families complete a COVID screener.
We are seeing, an increase in our numbers, but not anything that is at the worst that it ever was. We are seeing higher numbers, but it very much directly correlates to what's happening in our community.
Now, she says they want kids to come back to school as long as they feel well enough to finish the day, don't have a fever, and aren't on medications to control that fever. Now, the district is holding free weekly flu and COVID vaccine clinics starting this Monday at Emerson Elementary from 12 to 4. They don't know if COVID vaccine will be available at that first clinic, but they will offer them as soon as it is.
A Madison teen accused of shooting at a man last year is pleading guilty to federal charges. It's part of an apparent deal with prosecutors. 17-year-old Kwame Kelly pleaded guilty to attempted burglary and first-degree recklessly endangering safety. Prosecutors allege Kelly shot at a man after trying to steal a car from a garage in January of last year. As part of the deal, an attempted first-degree intentional homicide charge was dismissed but read in. Kelly has allegedly been involved in dozens of incidents, including car thefts and burglaries.
The Madison man is dead after he was hit by a semi near McFarland. State Patrol received a call that a semi hit a pedestrian on the interstate southbound. It was about 11:40 this morning. When units arrived, they found a man's body on the right shoulder. Witnesses say the man ran out into traffic in the path of a passing semi and was hit. The investigation is ongoing. If you or anyone you know is thinking about suicide, there is help. Just call the 988 Suicide Crisis Lifeline. They're available 24/7 for all people in emotional distress.
A former state Supreme Court justice asked to review the possible impeachment of a current justice is refusing to tell a judge who else is looking into that question. Former Justice David Prosser called a lawsuit alleging violations of the state open meetings law frivolous. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos is looking into possible impeachment of liberal Justice Janet Protasiewicz if she does not recuse herself from a pair of redistricting lawsuits. Vos has repeatedly declined to name who he asked, only saying he tapped 3 former justices to look into impeachment. Prosser is the only former justice to say publicly that he is among that group.
A Middleton man is facing charges after police say he was following young girls. 76-year-old David Kasmarski was arrested Tuesday, charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct. Middleton police were called to Park Street there after someone reported that Kasmarski followed 2 girls for multiple blocks. Police say he's done similar things in the past. Meanwhile, Janesville police say they found a woman and her daughter who had not been seen in more than a week. 33-year-old Drake Kangas and her 1-year-old daughter had last been seen September 19th. Officers are trying to do a welfare check on Kangas and her child. No word on the condition of the 2 at this time.
There's a recall on cantaloupe due to the threat of salmonella. The FDA says the voluntary recall covers nearly 6,500 cases of whole cantaloupe. The cantaloupes were sold between September 5th through the 16th in several retailers. 19 states, including Wisconsin, are involved. Symptoms of salmonella include fever, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Meanwhile, a baby rocker is also getting recalled due to suffocation risks. The warning from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission applies to the 5-in-1 rocker bassinets. They were sold online at Walmart.com and other websites in green and gray color schemes. The maker of the rockers are not offering a fix or a refund to consumers. The CPSC says you should just stop using the rockers and throw them out.
The Henry Valley Zoo will be getting some solar panels as part of Dane County's carbon neutrality plan. County Exec Joe Parisi today announcing the county's comprehensive energy assessment is now complete. Parisi's 2024 proposed budget provides $300,000 to fund up to 6 new solar projects at the Viola Zoo.
A theme of our zoo is education and environmental protection and protecting the habitats that the animals who are at our zoo would live in the wild. I hope it's educational, that kids can see it, they'll get excited about it.
The zoo isn't the only facility getting money for a solar array. The Badger Prairie Needs Network Food Pantry will receive $186,000 for the construction of a 62-kilowatt array.
The Madison School District is celebrating the new name of what used to be Thomas Jefferson Middle School. From now on, it'll be known as Ezekiel Gillespie Middle School. That name was selected in honor of Milwaukee voting rights activist Ezekiel Gillespie, who secured voting rights for black men in Wisconsin in 1865. Gillespie was born into slavery in Tennessee, but went on to be one of the most influential voting rights activists in Wisconsin history.
Helped create the first African-American church in this state, church that's still going today. We have the fact that he founded an underground railroad station and focused on the freedom of individuals.
Back in February of this year, the MMSD Board of Education approved the renaming of the school when the school community made a formal request for it last year. Coming up next on News 3 Now at 6, our Coats for Kids campaign is looking to finish strong as we come up on our final week of donations.
Then we head back out to Tyrol Basin, where you can get a breathtaking view of fall colors, plus what other events they have planned for the month of October.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Pick and Save, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Pick and save. Fresh for everyone.
Get 11% off at Menards and add style and function to your home, where the perfect fixture can spotlight your newfound skills in the kitchen, where the right pendant takes daily dinner from basic to brilliant, and where your decorating choices are all of a sudden illuminated. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting becomes a reflection of your personal style. Pick up this Brooklyn pendant light for only $59.98 after 11% rebate. Get 11% off Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Progress means producing renewable fuels for trucks on the road today. We're partnering with farmers to develop these fuels using everything from plant byproducts to cow manure. And then using those fuels to help lower the life cycle carbon intensity of the transportation industry. Driving the world forward today while forging new roads to the future. That's energy in progress.
At Pick and Save, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. If you're looking for a unique way to enjoy the fall colors, look no further than Tyrrell Basin.
They're offering a breathtaking view this weekend, plus some terrifying experiences later in October. For more, let's check back in with Brady Mallory live at the ski lifts. Hi, Brady.
Well, my professor always told me if I worked hard, my career could reach new heights. The top of a ski hill probably wasn't what he was talking about, but I'm not mad about it. And nor are these people who are riding this chairlift so they can see the beautiful Wisconsin colors. Are you having a good time? Great time. Thumbs up? Very good. And this is something that you can do. This is not a place to go skiing tonight. It's a place to ride the chairlift, check out all of the fall colors that are happening out here. And then in October, there is Terror at Tyrrell. So that's like a haunted experience. You can come out here with your family. We have prices up on channel3000.com. So that's every weekend in October. And you can also go to tyrrellbasin.com for those times. And come out here, have a good time. It is beautiful weather. You have until sundown tonight. So I think, can I catch a ride with you? Oh, well, okay, I guess I'm up here. I'll have a hill of a time getting back down, huh? But I had to. I'm sorry. But it's a great time, so come out if you can.
All right, Brady, thank you very much and enjoy that view. The Coats for Kids campaign is entering its final week for donations. And right now we've collected 1,742 coats, but we really have a long way to go to get to our goal of 5,000. So here is how you can help. If you have any kids or teen-sized winter coats that are no longer being used, please consider dropping them off at any area Klinke Cleaners. They will take it off your hands and they're going to clean it for free. You have until October 7th. So if you don't have a coat, but you still want to help out, you can buy a coat or any other kind of winter clothing from the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County's Amazon wish list. We have a link to that site on channel3000.com/coats for kids.
Let's still ahead how the dairy farmers of Wisconsin are giving people a first-hand experience with all things Wisconsin cheese over the weekend.
And after being voted most neighborly city in America for a second time in 3 years, we went out and asked what makes us so neighborly. Hear what some people had to say.
Plus, it's going to feel more like summer than fall over the weekend. Gary's complete forecast when we come back.
The Volkswagen Taos, German engineering everyone can get into. Visit your Volkswagen dealer during Fall Fest and get 3.9% APR financing for 72 months on all new 2023 SUVs.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. it's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
So we spend a third of our lives sleeping. Shouldn't we try to get the best sleep possible? That's why Denver Mattress is all about that sleep life. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup. Any size, any model. Plus, no interest until 2028 and free shipping. Improve your sleep life one night at a time. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully represented people injured in truck accidents for more than 35 years. We know what it takes to get the results you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Intuitive sit to start in the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. It's a VW. Lease the 2023 all-electric ID4 Pro during Fall Fest for just $319 a month after an EV lease bonus and customer bonus.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Look out, Mr. Rogers. Madison is the #1 most neighborly city in the United States. That's according to a new list from neighborhood.com.
Our Braden Ross talked to a few representatives from some of Madison's most unique neighborhoods to see if that's really true.
It's official. Madison is the most neighborly city in the U.S. And if you don't believe it, here at Madison's oldest community center, it's even in the name.
We're 107 years old. Our birthday was actually on Sunday, September 24th.
Neighborliness isn't a new concept at the Neighborhood House Community Center.
We've always been serving the Greenbush neighborhood. It used to be really big immigrant population, particularly Italian and Jewish immigrants.
Today, the Greenbush neighborhood looks a lot different, but the Neighborhood House's mission of building community has always stayed the same.
It's kind of this melting pot almost, where people are coming together for a lot of different programs and services and interacting with people that from different kind of walks of life.
Next door to the Greenbush neighborhood, you'll find another one of Madison's unique communities. Diego Sáenz is the president of the Dudgeon Monroe Neighborhood Association. He says Madison's gold medal for neighborliness is a no-brainer.
Certainly our neighborhood, that's the case. Just the other weekend, we went over to our neighbor's porch and watched some football on their porch.
For him, Madison's neighborliness goes a long way in making the city feel like home.
It's that comfort if something goes wrong, if you're sick, you have somebody you can ask for a quick favor.
His best advice for building neighborliness, get involved.
You know, if you don't feel connected to your community, you know, I think that usually there's an opportunity for you to get more involved, to advocate for things that are important to you and to your neighbors.
But at the end of the day, whether it's at a community center or on a front porch, Madison has proven it's always ready to lend a neighborly helping hand. Reporting in the neighborliest city in the U.S., I'm Braden Ross for News 3 Now.
Calling all cheese lovers, this weekend marks the first annual Art of Cheese Festival. It runs today through Sunday. The 3-day event features excursions, special classes, a cheese fair, and much more. Today, attendees spent the day traveling to different corners of the state, experiencing all Wisconsin has to offer.
So we've got people going all around outside of Madison, kind of experiencing Wisconsin cheese and meeting the people and the farmers behind the scenes.
And tomorrow there will be a cheese fair off the square running from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Cheese lovers can sample, purchase, and stroll through a large selection of award-winning Wisconsin cheeses. The event is free. It's open to the public. We may be heading into October this weekend. It's going to feel a little bit more like August. Gary has our complete forecast.
Yeah, great weekend to go see the farmers market, go see the cheese downtown because we're looking at dry weather. And also be warm. 3 things you need to know. Look for warm weather not only tomorrow, but Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as well, with high temperatures at or above 80. We'll see a chance of showers Wednesday and Thursday, maybe even a thunderstorm chance Wednesday as a cold front comes through, but that'll be followed by a big change in the weather. High temperatures will go from the mid-80s tomorrow to the mid-50s Saturday of next week. So that's a 30-degree temperature drop. As we take a look at the high temperature trend over the next 10 days, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Average high temperature right now is 67 degrees. We're going to be looking at high temperatures in the middle 80s. By next weekend, the average high temperature drops to 63, but notice the high temperatures mid to upper 50s, so a big change, but at least it'll be dry. And the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook does call for below normal temperatures over the eastern part of the country, warmer than normal weather out west. So what happens is you usually see a northerly wind flow in between these types of weather patterns, or at least temperature patterns, and guess what that means? Not much in the way of moisture and below normal precipitation through much of the country. Very quiet for the second week of October. As we look at Doppler track, there have been some showers, even a couple of thunderstorms up in northern Wisconsin earlier today. Those have dissipated. The next batch developing over central Minnesota will head toward northern Wisconsin. But right now, this little area of showers and thunderstorms is really about the only precipitation of any consequence close to us. The rain that we had the last few days has now moved out to the east coast. There are a few showers and thunderstorms in the Gulf of Mexico. Next weather system moving onshore in the Pacific Northwest. And there's cold air building just north of the U.S.-Canadian border. That's what will drop in for the end of next week. But right now in the short term, that jet stream staying to the north, that keeps us on the warm side of fronts. And in fact, there actually is a warm front out to the west. Temperatures over Kansas and Missouri are in the 90s, and across our part of the Midwest right now, on the other side of that warm front, still 89 in Des Moines, 88 degrees in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Our side of the warm front, where the winds are more out of the southeast rather than the south, still well into the 70s, 78 La Crosse, Madison 74, a little cooler in the northern portion of the state where there's a little more cloud cover. But we're going to see warm up for tomorrow. In fact, planning your night across Dane County, low of 62 in Verona, 60 in Dalyville, and 62 in Windsor with mostly clear skies. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, low 61 in Monroe, 60 in Fond du Lac, and 59 in Watertown. But tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies. A warmer day, high temperature topping out at 84 degrees. You like that? Sunday will be just as nice, 82 with mostly sunny skies. Monday, 80 with our first warned 7 to 10 day forecast. But then after the 80 on Tuesday, we'll drop to 76 on Wednesday, see some scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, and then temperatures start turning cooler. And again, by next weekend, temperatures will be a good 25 to 30 degrees cooler, but it should be dry and pretty pleasant for the Badger homecoming weekend.
And coming up in sports, Matt LaFleur not pleased with his defense's performance last night, while the head Packer said something has to change. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now there's Color Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it. It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special. Order Color's Ultimate Beauty Package today and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
It all comes down to the final drive. News 3 Now brings you the big play highlights and scores from Southern Wisconsin high school football action. Don't miss the final drive. Fridays on News 3 Now at 10.
Wisconsin, in a word, dominated Lindenwood on the ice in their season opener. The Badgers peppered the Lions with 65 shots on goal while lighting the lamp 6 times. And it was more of the same in the series finale. After a 3-goal first period, Bucky caught fire in the second. On a power play, Lacey Eden sends a one-timer in the back of the net. Her second goal of the game makes it 4-0. Eden finished with a hat trick, so did 2 other Badgers. 9 different Badgers scored as Wisconsin set a program record with 16 goals. They win by 15. Just a reminder to check out this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Tanner Bortolini and I look back at the Purdue win, break bread in our Badger Bite segment, and we get to know the Rucci brothers a little better. The show starts at 6:30 right here on News 3 Now. If you didn't have an Amazon Prime Video subscription to watch the Lions and the Packers last night, well, you didn't miss much. Green Bay trailed by 24 at halftime, and unlike last Sunday, didn't have a fourth-quarter rally in them, mainly because the defense couldn't slow down the Lions' rushing attack. Detroit ran for 211 yards and 3 scores, a performance Matt LaFleur wasn't really pleased about.
We're going to have to do something different, because it's insane to do the same things over and over again and expect different results. So it's one of the best offensive lines in ball, but it's still inexcusable. You should be able to take one phase away from, if you want to stop the run and commit to that, then make them throw it over your head.
This Sunday is a big one for J.J. Watt. The former Badger will be inducted into the Texans Ring of Honor during Houston's game against Pittsburgh. In his 10 seasons with the Texans, it was a decade of dominance. Watt set the franchise record for sacks with 101, along with quarterback hits, multi-sack games, forced fumbles, and fumble recoveries. And it's a Final Drive Friday. We're bringing you 5 games from across the state, including our game of the week, Lodi at Columbus, in a battle of unbeatens. Catch the highlights from Week 7 of high school football season tonight at 10.
Like how they timed that J.J. Watt thing for the Steelers game.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if he knows anybody on the
TJ
Steelers.
might have a couple sacks that game in honor of JJ.
Yeah, look what I can do, big bro. Final check, Gary.
Yeah, lots of sunshine out there right now. There's the live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. It's clear skies, getting ready for a nice sunset in the west in Platteville as well. Doppler track, though, all the rain has been up in the northern part of the state and will stay there for the weekend. Current temperatures, lower to middle 70s through southern Wisconsin. 74 right now in Madison, 73 in Middleton, and 74 in Sun Prairie. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures dropping off to the middle 60s by late evening, but a big warm-up on the way. Temperatures mid-80s for tomorrow, low 80s Sunday.
Yeah, something to enjoy. Gary, thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.